Elhot. Okay, let's talk about clamps for a minute because they're a big part of doing this successfully. Again, a huge variety is vital, ranging from just the simplest, most typical vice grip into vice grip. Then also makes a wonderful variety of these type clamps. So this is the littlest they make, and this has got swivel feet for kind of softening and broadening the compression zone. This one doesn't, and sometimes you don't have room for swivel feet in a kind of a recessed, like a rain gutter, for instance. You'd use a footless clamp, and then they get a little bit longer, deeper, and then heavier bore for heavier clamping, and another footless, but with a much broader kind of reach. This can go around a rocker panel, for instance, and then longer with feet, and then huge, and man, I've got about 6 of each of these because, man, when you need them, and this work is hard enough without all the help you can get from good tools. So the way you use tools is basically you clamp stuff up, and when you're happy with where you are, you begin to you cut and tack weld sections together, and the clamps hold things in position enough that you can get a tack on and move a clamp and begin to sneak up on putting a quarter panel on a car or what, floor pan, whatever you're working on. This I would also include in a clamping discussion. This is a set of Cleco pliers. That's a C-L-E-C-O. Actually, it's C-L-E-K-O. I'm reading on the side. I didn't know that. And these are basically aircraft technology. And the way this works is you put this is a little Cleco nail, and it goes in, and as you squeeze this, this end kind of opens up and shrinks, and you can run that in through an 1/8 inch hole. And so you'd have 2 panels together with this 1/8 inch hole, and then when you release it, it locks in and will hold them in place. And as you're doing a panel, you can have these strategically located, say a lower door skin is a classic example, where you'd have probably 3 or 4 Clecos on these little flags, and then have the rest of your panel kind of flush cut. And as you tack, you get up to where the Cleco's holding it where you want it, and you pop the Cleco out, and you cut with usually a pneumatic saw across that little flag you left there with a hole. Then you can tack there, and you keep tacking, work your way hammering to the next Cleco and remove it. And it's just hugely helpful in holding something in position when you can't get a clamp on it because you're out in space with these things. This is a tool I don't use quite as much. It's another Cleco style, and it's a holeless Cleco, so you can clamp without creating a hole. Although these little Clecos with the 1/8 inch holes are you just weld up the hole at the end, and it's a non-issue.